Hello everyone, this is a Garen guide. This video will include abilities, masteries, matchup, item order pros and cons. I usually end up going Phase Rush around most of my games. Phase Rush is currently the most consistent rune Choche for Garen, and when you have Stride Breaker, you can easily proc it, allowing you to chase or escape in a variety of situations. Because Phase Rush is so versatile in its usage compared to Conqueror, I have been preferring the latter. I take Resolve secondary, with either Bone Plating or Second Wind for my Phase Rush page. Conqueror is one of the most powerful keystones in the game, and Garen is one of the best champions at stacking it. Using E-Judgment on a champion will instantly charge up your Conqueror stacks. For my secondary runes, I like to go run the Sorcery Tree and take Nimbus Cloak and Celerity. These runes go very well together because I tend to run Ignite for more kill pressure in lane. If I am against a rough matchup or want to run Teleport instead of Ignite, usually better for a competitive 5v5 team environment, tournaments, and Clash, I take Resolve secondary with either Bone Plating or Second Wind. Depending on the opponent's situation and the game's composition, you can make these selections. You can choose Doran's Shield and Stealth Ward as your starting items. For your early item pick, you can go for Tiamat and Phage and Boots. Up to 20 minutes, you can consider purchasing Stride Breaker, Berserker's Greaves, and Phantom Dancer. For your full build, after getting Dead Man's Plate recently, you can continue with Steric's Gauge and Mortal Reminder. Now first look at the pros. Incredibly easy to execute Kit. His passive Perseverance allows for a lot of leniency in lane when you make mistakes. His ultimate ability, Damation Justice, is one of the most powerful execute tools in the game. And now cons, extremely kiteable. Garen relies heavily on his Q Decisive Strike or Flash to gap close. No utility. If you can't out-tank or kill your opponents, then you might feel pretty useless. Easily countered. A lot of Garen's current counters, such as Kayle, Camille, and Darius, are all popular meta picks that can leave Garen vulnerable if you first pick him in a game. Passive ability. Garen restores 10.1% of his maximum health every 5 seconds, depending on level. Perseverance is interrupted for 8 seconds if Garen takes damage from epic monsters, turrets, champions, or if he is hit by an enemy ability. Q ability. Garen removes all slows on him and gains 30% bonus movement speed. His next melee attack within 4.5 seconds will deal bonus physical damage and silence his target for 1.5 seconds. This attack can critically strike W ability. Passive. Garen permanently gains 0.25 bonus armor and bonus magic resistance every time he kills an enemy unit, up to a maximum of 30 bonus resistances at 120 unit kills. At max resistances from enemy kills, Garen increases his bonus armor and magic resist by 10%. Active, Garen reduces incoming damage by 30%. Additionally, for the first 0.75 seconds, Garen also gains a shield and 60% tenacity. E ability. Garen rapidly spins his sword around his body 7, flow 1 for 25% attack speed. Times over 3 seconds, ignoring unit collision and dealing physical damage per spin to nearby enemies. This damage is increased by 25% on Garen's nearest enemy. Judgment can critically strike for 33% bonus damage. The total damage is increased by 50% against non-epic monsters. Enemy champions hit 6 times, have their armor reduced by 25% for 6 seconds. This is an ultimate. Garen gains vision of his target for 1 second and brings down Damation Justice on them after a 0.5 second delay, dealing true damage to them equal to 150, 300, 450, plus 20, 25, 30% of the target's missing health.